Hi everyone. In this episode, I'm going to focus on two basic, important areas of knowledge that people should know before they embark on any sort of spiritual work, even just in your day-to-day life. These are basics and they're really simple and really easy. We're going to talk first about grounding, which is so important, and then about how to shield or to protect yourself, to put a basic protection around yourself, your home, or your children. So let's start with grounding. Grounding is very important if you're developing your psychic senses or working as intuitive or medium, or actually even in every day-to-day life. This is important. And in fact, scientific studies have been performed on the importance of grounding, but I believe they call it earthing. So what is grounding? Basically, grounding is the balancing of both your physical and your spiritual energies. When you're grounded, you feel more balanced. You feel like you are here, present in the physical, and things don't throw you as much. If you're not grounded, you may feel some of these symptoms: lightheaded, tired, disconnected, floaty like you're floating, shaky, nervous and flighty. Things may get to you more. You may find that you're a little bit more emotional than you would be normally. These sensations can happen when you have excess spiritual energy running through your body. This can be from doing spiritual work or being at places where spiritual energy has affected you. Grounding is sometimes referred to as earthing and can help you get rid of excess energy, and it sort of acts like an anchor connecting with the earth. This balances out your energy and helps you get back in touch with your physical body. The more grounded you are, the more spiritual you can be. Here's some tips to help ground yourself. Eating. I always eat or drink, or eat and drink after I've finished consultations. This is very important because I use a lot of energy when doing readings, physical as well as spiritual. My body needs to replace what it has used. Also, eating and drinking reconnects you with your physical body. Take your shoes off and walk outside. This is my favorite. In fact, I really wear shoes unless I absolutely have to. I prefer to feel the earth under my feet, and so many of us these days are disconnected from the earth. I noticed this particularly when I lived in the States. Nobody went barefoot, and of course there are reasons for that, like in the area where I lived in North Carolina, there are chiggers in the grass, which I knew nothing about, and the little insects that can cause real physical issues for you. So if it's safe where you live, go barefoot. That's the best thing. Let yourself feel the earth beneath your feet. On the grass, focus on how the earth feels, or do some gardening. Let yourself feel the dirt in your hands. Have a salt bath or use a salt-based body scrub in the shower. Physical activity, move your body, wash dishes, walk the dog, go for a walk along the river, go do some grocery shopping. Physical things. Visualization. Now, this one is particularly good before starting consultations. Sit upright in a chair with your feet planted on the floor. Imagine your feet have roots like a tree. Imagine these roots going deep into the earth, anchoring you and balancing you. Breathe deeply and allow yourself to be balanced. And very often, if you're particularly sensitive to energies, you'll feel, when you're grounded, you'll feel a sort of heaviness. You can use crystals or stones. Black or blue kyanite is very good to use for this. So it's really easy. Here's the key, and it's not a big deal. To think it is to do it. So those are the basics about grounding. Now, grounding is good to use in any situation, and especially these days when the Earth's energies are constantly fluctuating more than they ever have before. So it's very easy to feel unbalanced and unsettled. So ground yourself often and regularly. The next area we're going to look at is how to energetically protect and shield yourself. What is energetic protection? At its simplest, A directed and focused intent is all that's needed to have some energetic barriers or shields put up or created on your behalf. It doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out thing. You don't have to sit and meditate or chant some mantra or go or anything like that. There are also many standard approaches and practices and procedures in the form of exercises, intent recipes, as well as invocations that in all different ways end up with people energetically protected and shielded from entities, negative influences, and anything else. They basically work in one of two ways. They allow means for you, using your own focused intent, to do this for yourself, or they connect you to beings in spirit, like your guides, who will do this for you. The most common methods of energetically shielding or protecting yourself are these. Visualize yourself in a light bubble, eggshell or sphere, or some visualize themselves wrapping themselves in a blanket. So whatever you visualize in your mind, visualize yourself in that shape, and then choose a color, whatever color you are given, the first color that immediately pops into mind when you think about it. So make the bubble or the sphere or the blanket or whatever visualization you use in that color. You can visualize or invoke a security type grid around you and make it several layers thick, like a security screen door or a brick wall even. Ask your guides to place a protective barrier around you of whatever they deem the most suitable for you. And that's really all there is to it. It's not a big deal. To think it is to do it. But the key is, know you're protected, and you are. If you think you're not, you never will be. Understand? Now, one thing that many sources don't tell you about energetic protection. We're all energetic beings. And this energetic shield that, even though it's a visualization, some people may say it's imagination, you're creating an energetic device, an energetic tool that actually has a consciousness of its own. It's created to protect and to shield. And you can actually, so in that right, it's a living being on its own form, if you want to look at it like that. So you can program this shield if you choose to. You can, when you create your shield, you can say to this energetic barrier that you're creating, stay close to me unless you feel there is some reason I need to be more protected. Then expand to increase the area of that protection, and it will. Now, another thing that you can around that sphere of protection or that blanket you wrap yourself in is place a glossy surface like gold, silver, or mirrors that reflect energy back to people. So if people are intent on sending you negative energy or negative thoughts, or there are negative beings around you, their intent will hit that mirrored surface, that reflective surface, and bounce back. You won't be as affected as you would be if you didn't have that protection in place. So yeah, that's all there is to it. It's not a big to think it is to do it. Know you're protected, and you are. If you think you're not, you never will be. And this doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out process. I do it in the shower. When I have a shower in the morning, I cleanse my energies and I just think, this is my protection today. It's up. I'm done. That's it. It's just that quick and easy. So I hope this is of some help to you all.